I'm here with Don Walker, bike builder and now event organizer. So Don, first let's talk about the event. You are the main, seems to be a main person in charge of this event, the person we have to thank for. Tell us how it came about and where it is now and where it's going.
It started off as a way for independent frame builders to get together, share our knowledge, and use it as a way to market ourselves. And I had no idea it was going to grow this big. I'm ecstatic. I can't believe how big it's grown. As far as the future goes, I think we're probably, within 10 or 15 booths or exhibitors away from maximum density or so. It's still a frame builder show, despite all the support you see from component manufacturers, and
right.
there's we add in a couple clothing makers just to keep it a well-rounded show. But
Right.
it's still primarily a frame builder show.
Right. And then the selection of city, I notice it does move around cities. What is the logic and where are we headed in the future?
It moves around. Basically, it keeps it fresh. We're gonna, there's fresh people coming to the show. Of course. Hello there. I need a 5 or a 10 millimeter silver 1-inch spacer, and I'm in the middle of an interview on video. Oh, if they've got a 1-inch pink, that'll be fine. All right, thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, we can edit. No problem.
Perfect.
So tell us about the city and the destination cities, why we move around and whatnot.
We move around to keep it fresh. So the exhibitors might not be the same, but the attendees, might have gone, 1 year and not the next.
Right.
And we want to keep it fresh. So there's always fresh people coming in and checking out what we're doing.
Right.
So fresh location, fresh people, fresh exhibitors, and it just keeps the show really solid.
Any insight into next year's location?
I can tell you that it will not be on the East Coast. Will not be on the West Coast.
And there you have it. So Don, also a frame builder as well. Why don't you show us about this beautiful machine we have in front of us?
This is my own personal track bike. I was looking to do something really special. I'm known primarily for making performance bikes. Performance tubing is usually not round, and it's not lugged. Normally, I fillet braze everything. This was, I think, the 3rd or 4th lug bike that I had ever made, and what I had done was I had picked the largest lugs that I could find, so it would be oversized, so it would be light and stiff at the same time.
I see.
And that's what I did here. The tartan paint job is the Black Stuart tartan. I'm actually, I can be Stuart of Appin or Clan McGregor, but I just happen to go with Black Stuart because I thought it was a much better looking tartan. So
aesthetics count.
Absolutely.
Anything else on the bike worth pointing out?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my friend Nate over at Zip. He's hooked me up with some really good Zip 404s that were basically known as a private label, so they don't have the golf ball dimples on them.
Right.
And I had my painter paint them to match the bike.
Right.
This thing's outfitted with Continental Sprinter tires. So I figure anybody that's riding a track, or at least a cement track, should be on no less than a Continental Sprinter. I think they are the ultimate track tire as far as durability is concerned.
Right, a great balance, huh?
Yeah, and then the drivetrain, Campanolo cranks, Philwood cog. Let's see, Thompson seat post, Physique Arione saddle, Detta bar and stem, and I got to tell you, I love the bar and stem. It's a steel bar, and it is so solid. When you come out of the saddle for a sprint, you're not feeling any flex in the front end at all.
Wow.
So,
well, it's great. Let's move on to the next bike.
This is an example of more of one of my racing bikes. It's got an aero down tube. It's got aero seat stays. It's built for nothing more than to go fast, you know, as fast as it can possibly go. You know, as fast as the rider can take it.
Right. Right. What other qualities are worth pointing out on the bike?
This one is fillet brazed, which is where you heat up the brass around, or whatever the filler metal you use around, you know, the tubes, and smooth it out so it gives a real smooth radius, gives a real pretty finish.
Right.
Excuse me.
And how many frames do you produce per year? And what's the mix of frames that you produce?
Right now I did 10 frames this past year, and I've struggled to get those done.
It's been a busy year.
It's been a busy year with the show, that's for sure.
With the 2 hats.
Yep, but primarily I'm known for my track bikes.
Right.
I make an occasional road bike, but most people, when they come to me, they're looking for performance.
Right.
So
right.
this particular bike is Josh Weir, who's a sprinter out of Indianapolis, and he's looking to make the 2008 Olympic team.
Wow.
So
wow.
He's
some fast guys.
If what I heard was true, he was the last U.S. rider to go 10.2 seconds for the 200 meters. For the time trial on the track. So that's a huge.
So he's got a feature.
He's the last guy to do it. So let's you know, hope that he can do it again this year. And if he does it, it'll be on this bike.
Right on. Well, thank you, Don. It's a pleasure seeing your bikes here.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.